everyone, did you miss me? I sure did miss you guys. I know it's been a while, actually around a month since I do not film. But I just figured today I would do a chit chat, get ready with me, and tell you a little bit of what's been going on in my life. So if you want to stay and hang out with me, then let's just get started. Okay, so I'm going to be doing my makeup while I'm talking, because if not, it's going to take me forever. So everything I use, I'm going to list it on the bottom description so you guys can know exactly what I'm using, because I'm not going to be showing you guys everything that I use. So if you are wondering why I haven't been filming, all month of November I've been sick. Like, it's no joke. I've been sick. I'm still fighting my cough, but it's okay. Like, I'm good to film right now. I just been feeling like horrible, sick, lazy. I just want to be sleeping. So it started, I want to say, the first week of November. It was right after Halloween. We got like kind of like a cold front, and we call it a cold front because in Texas it really does not get hot. I mean cold. So if we're like around the 60s or 70s, we call it a cold front. It's not that cold, but we're not used to it. So I think that's what gets me sick, like the climate changes, like the weather changes. So one day it was cold, one day it was hot. So I mean, I think that's what got me sick. So the first week of November I got the cold, and it only lasted like around 5 days. So I got sick and it lasted about, I want to say like 4 days, and it was horrible. I'm the kind of person that always says that I don't get sick, but I got sick. I got sick, and I even got like shots and stuff. It went away, like I said, like around it took around 4 days. So after that, I got a UTI, and it's because I really don't drink water. And right now it's all I'm drinking. Like, I have to drink water. I really don't drink water. All I drink is Cokes. I'm obsessed with Cokes. They're just so good, especially cherry Coke. I love cherry Coke. So I never drink water. So that's why I got a UTI, because I was not drinking enough water. So I actually ended up going to the hospital. Yes, I know, it's crazy. It was just one night, and actually, it was when it was the finale of the American Horror Stories. It was on a Wednesday. I took a shower, I went to bed, and I was watching American Horror Stories. And all of a sudden, I started shaking a lot. I was super cold. I had my pajamas, I had my robe, I have my husband's blanket, my blanket, because we sleep in separate blankets, because he says that I steal his blanket at night, which is, I don't think it's true. So we have 2 separate blankets. I was all covered, and I was still cold. So I called my husband. Like, he was in the living room. And I told him I'm so cold, and he's like, well, you want to go to the hospital? Because I mean, I was sick with the UTI, but I also had headaches. My lower abdomen hurt a lot, so it was just bad. So I ended up telling him that I didn't want to go to the hospital because I was in a lot of pain. So we went to the hospital. They took me right away in. They did an echo something, like where they check your heart, and my heart rate was crazy. It was at 188. I guess it's beats per second or something, or beats per minute. I want to say beats per minute. I'm not sure. It was at 188. So the nurse, she got all scared. So she sent me to another room, and they checked my temperature. I had 103.2. So I had a fever, and they took me into a room. They told me they were going to give me IV Tylenol, morphine, all this stuff. So I went to the other room and they asked for me to pee on a cup so they can test like my, I mean, they didn't tell me right away it was a UTI. I just imagined it was a UTI because I've heard people say that when you pee it hurts, like it kind of like burns, or you have that sensation that you want to keep on peeing but you don't pee. So that's what I had, and I peed on the cup so they can test exactly what I had, and sure enough, they drew some blood out. I peed on the cup. The doctor took the test, and he comes back and he tells me that I have a UTI. And the shaking and everything was because I had a fever. So after that, he told me, okay, I'm going to give you some IV, Tylenol, whatever. So I think I got there around 11 p.m. So I got there around 11 p.m. and I got out until like 3 a.m. So they told me they were going to give me all this stuff, and nobody ever came. I was just there waiting in the room that had no IV yet. They had not given me pain medication, nothing yet. So finally the doctor comes back again and he tells me, oh, did they give you pain medication already? And I'm like, no, like nobody has given me anything. So he's like, I told them since you got here to give you Tylenol at least for your temperature. So he left, and then the nurse came, and oh, no. Okay, so when he came to ask me that, he's like, okay, we're just gonna give you pain medication and you're good to go home, and I'm gonna send you home with antibiotics. So I was like, fine, okay, I'm going home. I hate going to the hospital. I hate going to the doctor. I didn't even go to my doctor because I just don't like going to the doctor. So he told me I was going home. So then later on, like I said, it took them a while to come back. The nurse comes and I see that he's carrying an IV bag, and I'm like, is that for me? And he's like, yes, you're getting IV. And I'm like, I thought I was going home. And he's like, nope. Oh my god. I guess I won't be doing glitter in my eye because I dropped it and I don't want to go over there for it. So he's like, no, you have to get IV. We're going to give you antibiotics. So you're going to be here like around 30 minutes more. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, 30 minutes is not bad. So as soon as, so he put in the IV thing. I already had the IV needle in there because they drew blood. But he was going to like attach the little tubey thingies. So as soon as he attached it, another guy comes in a wheelchair, with a wheelchair. And then he's like, oh, I need to take you to get a CAT scan. And I'm like, for what? The doctor said I was going home. And he's like, well, yeah, but he just wants to make sure what's going on with your abdomen because it's hurting. I'm like, fine, okay. So they had to unattach the little tubey thingy. I went to get a CAT scan. It took like, I don't know, like maybe 15 minutes. And I came back to the room. They put in the IV. And then later on, the doctor comes. And he tells me that I have a hernia on my right lower abdomen. Is it umbilical? I don't know how to say that. Umbilical hernia. But he told me it was on my right lower abdomen. That's why it was hurting, especially because of the bacteria that I had. It was like getting kind of like swollen or something, and it was hurting more. So I'm like, fine, great, what else can I have, right? Because I just hate to get sick. And then he also said I have a cyst in my ovary, but he says it's not bad, that it's like tiny. The hernia too, he said it was tiny. He said you know, just to check with my doctor to see what he recommends, if I get it removed or not. My chair keeps going down. So yeah, that's my hospital story. I have not gone to the doctor to check just because I hate going to the doctor. I know I need to go, but I did tell myself if it keeps on hurting more, like I'll go check it. But oh my god, my allergies came back. But since it's not hurting a lot, like I mean, it was hurting like the couple of days that I came back, like from work, from the hospital. It was hurting, but right now it only hurts like if I carry heavy stuff. And I was telling my husband that I used to feel that, I mean, I always felt like when I carry heavy stuff, it hurts, but I thought it was just like normal because, I mean, you know, when you carry heavy stuff, I don't know, I just thought it was normal for me, I mean, to hurt, because it only hurt like for 10 minutes and then it would go away. So I thought it was normal because, you know, I was carrying heavy stuff. So, yes, if it keeps on hurting like way more, I guess I am going to have to go to the doctor and check it out because, you know, they say they can grow or they can like burst or I don't know. So, yeah, so he gave me antibiotic. I finished antibiotic. My UTI is gone. I had never had that experience in my life before, so that was horrible. And like I said, my lower abdomen was hurting a lot, like a lot. Oh, okay, so also, he told me not to carry a lot of heavy stuff, not to do stuff around the house, you know, like, so it can, like, I guess, recuperate. I don't know. He told me not to do, like, heavy stuff. So knowing me, the next day, I had to go to work. My husband told me, why do you go to work? Don't go. Like, you're in pain. Just stay home and rest. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna take it easy. Like, I have to do my cousin's nails and stuff. It'll be okay. So I went to work and I did my 2 cousins' nails, and then I had another client. By the end of the day, well, not by the end of the day, but like by the end of my 3 appointments that I had, I was in pain. Like, I got home and I'm like, oh my god, I'm in pain. Like, it hurt a lot because I guess when I'm kind of like doing the pedicures, like, you know, you're kind of like bending down. I guess that's what it would hurt. So sure enough, my husband tells me, I told you, why do you go to work, this and that. But I didn't think it was going to be such a big deal because, I mean, I don't know, I just said that it wasn't going to hurt a lot, but it did. So yeah, that's another thing. Like, I did not give myself time to rest. I went to work like right the next day. So I was in pain. So yeah, so that's my story from the hospital. I don't think it's that bad, but I do need to take care of myself because I don't want anything happening to my hernia or having to have surgery later on. So that's that. So yeah, if you hear me like sniffing a lot, like my nose and stuff, it's because my allergies. I have bad allergies right now. Okay, so I think I'm going to do my eyelashes and my eyebrows off camera, and I'll be right back because it does take me a while to do my eyebrows. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I did my eyebrows and my eyelashes. Now I'm back. So continuing on, okay, so I was saying, after the hospital incident, right after the day that I finished my antibiotic, which was a week before, which was a week after, I got sick. I got bronchitis. So at first I thought it was kind of like a cold, but I'm like, no, because I'm coughing and my chest was hurting a lot. So sure enough, I had bronchitis. It's hard to talk and do the eyeliner at the same time. My eyes got so watery. So, oh my god, I think it's been a while since I don't put on eyeliner and my eyes got so watery. So like I said, I got sick right after when I finished my antibiotic, and I thought it was a cold at first. I'm like, oh my god, no, my cold is coming back. But no, it was not my cold. I guess I did have a little bit of a cold, but it was mainly my bronchitis. And as of today, I'm still fighting my coughing. Like, if I go outside, like yesterday it was hot during the day. today we woke up and I don't even know if we're like in the, we're at 65 degrees, which is not even that cold, but for us in Texas it is cold. So so when it gets a little bit cold, I start coughing, or if I have the air, like the AC in the car, I'll start coughing, or you know, like just like certain times. Also, I've noticed that when I go to the spa, to my work, whenever I do nails, I guess they're my allergies, that I start coughing. Like there was 2 incidents. Wait, 1, 2. Yes, there were 2 incidents. I was doing my client's nails, and as soon as I started like drilling the acrylic, I started coughing a lot. I couldn't stop, and she was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Oh my god." I couldn't even talk. I was not crying, but you know, like when you cough a lot that you just can't stop coughing, you get like your eyes get watery. So I was like that, and I was like, "Oh my god, like I can't stop." And it was just like a horrible feeling, because I even kind of wanted to like throw up. I just got this, you guys, because it was on sale and so pretty. So yes, let me see, what color should I use? Gumdrop looks pretty. So that's another thing, like, ooh, I did not expect it to have like pink reflex to it. It's pretty, but I don't think it goes with this look. But I already put it on, so too bad. So yes, so I noticed that, and then I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna have to buy those little masks. Have you seen people, like, when you go to a nail salon, they're using like a little mask over their mouth? I've tried those, but I feel like I just can't breathe, so that's why I don't like to use them. So then I finished with her. My coffee went away. I finished with her, and then the second client, it happened again. No, the second? Yes, it was the second one. It happened again, and it was horrible. So then she told me, "I think it's your acrylic." And I'm like, "Well, I've never had this problem before, so I don't think it's my acrylic." And she's like, "Well, yes, but since right now we have bronchitis, your throat, it's more sensitive, so wear those little masks." So I had to go buy the little mask. And oh, because it happened again with her, so I went to go buy the little mask. And then my last client, I was gonna do nails as well, so I'm like, okay, I don't want to be coughing again, so I'm gonna wear the mask. So so I put on the mask before I started even like taking off her shellac, because most of my clients, they do acrylic nails, kind of like what I have right now. They do acrylic nails and then they add the shellac on top, because it's just shinier and it looks prettier, and you don't have to wait for it to dry. Like, you know, like when you get regular polish, you have to wait for it to dry completely before doing anything. So that's what they do. So before I even started to take off her shellac with the drill, I right away put on my mask, and you guys, it helped. Like, it helped a lot. So it helped a lot. Let me just do my lipstick, because I can't talk while doing my lipstick. So it helped a lot. So now I've been using the little mask whenever I do acrylics. So yeah, so right now I'm still coughing a little bit. I still have a little bit of a runny nose because of my allergies, but I'm feeling okay, and I'm ready to film. I have a bunch of videos coming up soon, and stay tuned, because I do have a giveaway coming. I think the next video is going to be my giveaway, so stay tuned. So stay tuned for that. I said that I was going to be doing a giveaway because on October it was my 1-year anniversary of YouTube, so I decided I was going to be doing a giveaway, but since I got sick and everything, I could just never film it. So now that I am better, I'm going to film it like right after this. So stay tuned for that. So yeah, so this is the final result that I came up with. I love these shadows, the Sassy Siennas. They're one of my favorite Dose of Colors eyeshadows. So I just figured I would do something real quick. I was gonna add some glitter, but it fell and I have to like go behind the camera and everything to go get it, so I just don't want to go get it. So this is the final result. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And also, if you want to enter my giveaway, stay tuned for that next video. And there's a couple of rules that you have to follow. First of all, be subscribed to my channel. Second of all, follow me on my Instagram and Twitter. And it's the same as my YouTube name, Makeup for Lyss with a number 4. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for that. And I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.